All right, let's dive right in. Today we're talking about something pretty much all of us will deal with at some point: why we tend to lose muscle as we get older. We're going to unpack the science behind it, and I promise we'll keep it super simple.
So let me just ask you, have you noticed that maybe carrying in the groceries feels a little bit heavier than it used to? Or maybe you just get gassed a little quicker doing things you used to breeze through. It can be a really subtle thing, but it's something a lot of us start to feel.
Look, if any of that sounds familiar, the first thing you need to know is you are definitely not alone. This is a super common, totally normal part of the human experience. And like with most things, once we can actually put a name to it, it starts to feel a lot less scary and way more understandable.
And that name is sarcopenia. I know it sounds a little technical, right? But all it really means is the gradual age-related loss of muscle. Just seeing it defined like this helps us see it for what it is, not some personal failure, but just a biological process that we can learn about and, more importantly, do something about.
Okay, so what's really going on inside our bodies to cause this? Let's pull back the curtain and get into the why behind it all. And don't worry, we're gonna keep it straightforward. Yeah, this isn't something that just, bam, happens overnight the day you hit a certain birthday. As you can see here, it's a really gradual process. It often starts quietly, sometime after age 40. So think of it less like a switch being flipped and more like your body's engine just slowly becoming a little less efficient over time. And it turns out, it's not just one single thing to blame. It's really a combination of stuff happening all at once. Our activity levels might dip, some key hormones that tell our bodies to build muscles start to decline, and our internal repair crews just aren't as zippy as they used to be. Even the nerve signals that tell our muscles to get to work can get a little less punchy. It's kind of like a perfect storm of small changes. Okay, so we lose a little muscle. Big deal, right? Who cares if we can't lift a super heavy box? Well, it turns out the impact on our daily lives is actually way bigger than you might think. Let's break down what that really looks like. And this right here, this really paints the picture. Think of your muscles as your body's metabolic engine. The more muscle you have, the more efficiently that engine runs. That means more energy day to day, and you bounce back from stuff faster. But on the flip side, with less muscle, that engine can slow down, your metabolism might dip, and even simple tasks can start to feel draining because your engine just isn't burning as hot. Now, I know after hearing all that science, it might feel a little discouraging, but hang on, because this is where the story takes a really positive, really empowering turn. Because, and this is the most important part, none of this is set in stone, not at all. So let's get to the good news, what we can actually do about it. If you walk away with just one single thing today, please let it be this. It's so, so important. You do not have to become some hardcore bodybuilder or an elite athlete. The absolute key to keeping your muscle healthy isn't about crushing yourself in the gym. It's all about consistency. So here's a super simple, totally doable plan. Step 1, just send the signal. Get moving regularly, even if it's gentle. This tells your body, hey, we still need these muscles. Don't get rid of them. Step 2, build and maintain. Mix in some simple strength exercises. We're talking bodyweight squats, using some stretchy bands, whatever works for you. And step 3, focus on the habit. Because a little bit done consistently is so much more powerful than going all out once in a blue moon. At the end of the day, just understanding the why, just knowing what sarcopenia is, it's so freeing, right? It lets us drop all the fear and the self-blame. This is a natural process, and knowing that gives us the power to work with our bodies, to actively support our muscle health as we get older. All right, as we start to wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. So we've walked through the science. You get the why now. So the real question I have for you is this: what's your what now? What's that one small, consistent thing you can start doing to support your strength for the long run? Thanks for joining me today.
Trying to keep your muscles strong and healthy after 50 can sometimes feel like a bit of an uphill battle. But what if I told you that the most powerful tools to help you out are probably already sitting in your kitchen? Today, we're going to break down the super simple science behind the foods that support your muscles.
So have you ever noticed that? Maybe that bag of groceries feels just a little bit heavier than it used to, or you feel more wiped out after a good walk. Well, I'm here to tell you it is not just you. As we get older, our body's needs just change, and understanding that shift is really the first big step to feeling your strongest.
And that's really the heart of it, right? Our bodies are changing, so our nutrition has to change right along with it. This isn't about fighting against aging, not at all. It's about working with your body, giving it exactly what it's asking for so it can really thrive.
So let's kind of reframe this whole thing. This is not some losing battle. Think of it as a new challenge, a new chapter. And guess what? The most powerful tool you have to meet that challenge is what's right there on your plate.
This right here is the key. You gotta remember, food isn't just fuel that you burn, it's information. Seriously, the right foods send these powerful signals to your muscles, telling them, hey, it's time to repair, it's time to rebuild, and it's time to stay strong.
All right, so if we're gonna talk about muscle support, we have to start with the main event, the absolute superstar of muscle health. And that, of course, is protein. It's the foundation for everything we're going to talk about.
Think about it like this. It's a perfect analogy. If your muscles are a brick wall, protein is the bricks. Every single time you move or exercise or even just walk around the house, you're using up a few of those bricks. So eating protein is how you restock your supply, keeping that wall solid and strong.
And the best part? Getting these building blocks is actually pretty simple. We're talking about everyday foods here. Things like lean chicken, fish, eggs. And if you're looking for great plant-based options, you've got beans and lentils. These things are not just protein powerhouses either. They're also packed with other good stuff like iron, zinc, and vitamin B12. Okay, now this is where the strategy comes in, and it's really interesting. It's not about just cramming all your protein into one huge dinner. Nope. The research is clear, consistency is key. Your muscles are always repairing themselves 24/7, so giving them a steady supply of protein at breakfast, at lunch, and at dinner is way more effective.
Of course, protein isn't a solo act. Like any big superstar, it's got a whole support crew working behind the scenes. These are the other key nutrients that help protein do its job and keep your muscles running like a well-oiled machine.
First up in the crew is vitamin D, sometimes called the sunshine vitamin. You can get it from a little bit of sun, sure, but also from things like fatty fish or fortified milk. It's absolutely crucial because it's like a traffic cop, making sure the signals from your brain actually connect with your muscles so they can move when you want them to.
And then there's magnesium, which you'll find in things like leafy greens, nuts, and seeds. Now, if vitamin D helps your muscles turn on, well, magnesium is the essential off switch. It helps them relax, which helps prevent things like cramps and stiffness. Plus, it's a huge player in creating the actual energy your muscles use for every single movement.
And we cannot forget the simplest member of the crew, plain old water. It is so easy to overlook this one, but it's a game changer. A muscle that's dehydrated is a muscle that gets tired fast. So staying hydrated means your muscles will have more stamina and can keep going longer before they start to feel fatigued.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now for my favorite part, the how. Let's take all this great info and boil it down into a super simple, actionable plan that you can literally start using today.
So what's the big secret here? Well, there isn't one. It's not about some extreme diet or buying expensive supplements. The real foundation for strong muscles as we age is just good old-fashioned consistency. It's about creating a simple, sustainable routine of balanced meals that fuel you up for your day and help you recover afterward.
And here it is, that whole plan in just 3 easy-to-remember steps. Number 1, prioritize protein at every meal. Maybe that's eggs for breakfast, a salad with chickpeas for lunch, and some salmon for dinner. 2, add in that support crew. Try to get a little bit of sunshine, throw a side of spinach on your plate, and know you're getting that iron and B12 from your protein. And 3, keep a water bottle with you. Just sip on it all day. See? It's simple, but it is so powerful.
So I'll leave you with this one little question to think about. This isn't about changing your whole life overnight. It's just about taking one small positive step. So take a look at your very next meal. What's one simple thing you could add based on what we just talked about to give your muscles a little extra support? They'll thank you for it.